This is the question asked in today's SkillRack daily challenge. So the program must accept an integer n as the input. The program must print the primorial of n as the output. The primorial of n is defined as the product of first n prime numbers. So let us see our sample input. For the input 3, our expected output is 30 because the first three prime numbers are 2, 3 and 5. So the product of these three numbers is 30. So 2 into 3 6, 6 into 5 30. Let us see our sample input 2. So for the input 5, our expected output is 2310. The first 5 prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. And when we multiply all these, we get the value 2310. Now let us see how to implement a logic for this. This is the program I have written. Let us start from the main function. So first I have declared a variable n, and in the next line using a scanf statement I have accepted the value of n, and I have declared two more long variables named result and number and set their values initially to 1. Now using this while loop we are going to find the primorial of first n prime numbers. This while loop works until the value of n becomes 0, and in the every iteration the value of number is incremented. Before the value number is incremented, we are going to check whether the number is a prime number or not, which we are doing using a method named isPrime, which I have defined above. So let us see how that function works. So this function isPrime accepts an integer n in its arguments and returns 0 if the integer n is not a prime number, and returns 1 if the integer n is a prime number. So first the function checks whether the integer n is equal to 1. If it is so, the function returns 0 because we know that the integer n is not a prime number. For any other values of n, the function checks whether there exists a factor for the integer n between the range 2 till the square root of n. And if it is so, the function returns 0, else the function finally returns 1. So we are implementing it using a for loop, and the loop varies from 2 till the square root of n. And in this range, if there is a factor found for the integer n, the function returns 0. And after the execution of the for loop, there are no factors found, then it is a prime number. So the function would return 1. So this is how the function isPrime checks whether the number is a prime number or not. And if prime, it returns 1. And in that case, we are going to update our primorial, which is stored in the variable result. So we are just going to multiply the result with the prime number and decrement the value of n, since we have found a prime number. So when the value of n becomes 0, this while loop would stop working. And when the value of n becomes 0, the value stored in the variable result would be the primorial number of first n prime numbers. So we are just printing the value of result. Now let us check whether this program works or not. So for the input 3, our expected output is 30, and let us see what we are getting as our output. So we are also getting 30. Now let us give 5 and check whether we are getting 2310. So we are also getting 2310. Now let us also give the corner test cases. It is given that the maximum value of n can be 15. So let us give 15. So we are getting proper output for our corner test cases. This is the reason why we are storing the result in long variable, because the number of digits in our expected corner test case would be more than the integer range. So this is the logic behind today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.